people seem to dig themselves very deep into one hole on one side. And then if new evidence presents itself that maybe is contradictory to what that belief is, they are
Mhm.
so far gone into that, well, there's a lot of backtracking and a lot of stuff I'm going to have to admit to being wrong on if I'm going to accept this over here as the truth. So it's a hell of a
Mhm.
lot easier to just kind of brush that off and just keep absorbing what's going to reconfirm your own biases, and then you get confirmation bias. And this is why we are where we are today.
Yes,
It-
and people don't do that. I mean,
no.
once you form an opinion of yourself, of the world, or things, even this case, once you're dug in on that, you will only see information that validates your own opinion of yourself and the
Yeah.
case and others. That because we do not like invalidating our own self opinion.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. Robert Greene, again, we reference it numerous times.
Hmm.
Laws of human nature is extremely accurate when it comes to that. That's why even every time, we cover a case and we cover elements of a case, and especially this one, when you see comments and you get feedback on this, and this, you know, constantly reassessing, like you and I are constantly, I mean, even, in between us talking about this, we're constantly going
Hmm.
back and forth. Did you see this? Did you see this? What did you
Yeah.
think about this? Because you're constantly doing our best. Again, we're flawed as human beings, but doing our best to not be in the way
Hmm.
of our own confirmation biases. And I think so on this case, because like we said, on the first trial, you and I are leaning heavily on the other side,
Hmm.
because of law enforcement malfeasance,
Yeah.
a horrible investigation, which is still there.
And we've yet to hear a lot of the arguments yet in
Yes.
court.
And
Yeah.
and the challenge with that though is in the in between time, she opened her mouth
Yeah.
more, which kind of swayed you the other way.
Exactly.
So
When it's
man,
coming from the mouth of the very person being charged, and there's so many bizarre things that really point to guilt, you can't ignore it. And had
right.
because it's new data that came to light that we did not have in round one. And that's why it's good to be able to go back and forth and kind of go, okay, based on this, at the end of the day, is there going to be enough to convict her without a reasonable doubt? I don't know yet,
Don't know either.
because there still is a lot that's yet to be introduced. I think there will be certainly ways that you could look at it where there's reasonable doubt, and I think there's ways where you can't. But it I can just depends on how your prism works looking at this case.